Welcome back to another episode of the Hermit Poetry Series. I'm Neil Aitken, and on this channel I read poetry, mostly work by contemporary poets, occasionally poems of my own, and once in a while poems from the past. Today's poem comes to us from Stephen Bluestone from his collection The Laughing Monkeys of Gravity, published by Mercer University Press in 1995. If you're like me, you might not recognize the name Stephen Bluestone. You probably don't know the book, and I didn't even recognize the press. I think I picked up the book at a secondhand shop or maybe from a discount table at AWP. I'm not certain. I honestly can't remember the origin of this. I do believe there is a receipt in here that suggests it probably came from a secondhand shop. I do remember reading it, at least parts of it, enough to feel like there was something here I wanted to return to. And so I bought it, and it sat on the shelf for several years, and then recently I had occasion to kind of leaf through some of the books I hadn't been looking at, and I read it. I read parts of it again, and I found I was drawn to some of the poems, and I thought perhaps this would be an opportunity to read them. So today I'm reading Lord Elgin's Marbles, which is a reference, of course, to the Elgin marbles brought from the Greek. I think it was from the Pantheon, if I remember correctly. I should have looked this up first. But brought from one of the Greek temples under somewhat dubious legality and brought over to the UK into the British Museum, where they were installed for many years. And now there's been a movement to bring them back to Greece as part of their cultural heritage. And so that was in the news recently and made me think about this particular poem. Lord Elgin's Marbles. We were sudden gods, not waiting for you, quick decisions in the light, made to wash the stones and to make them shine, arise. But we are here to tell you that you must wait for your own thick skull to open, your own heart to change. You must wait for words to leave you, for your children to die, for earth, sea, sky, rivers, horses, olive trees to stop their quarrel. Even if it all comes apart, limb by limb, in an easy routine, and there is no sanctuary for the flaming indifferent sky, that is your burden. You must still wait. Lacking prophets, it is all we have ever said. Just turn the corner after Egypt, after death, wrapped in the dryness of the world, and wait for yourselves, as long as it takes, no matter what the stones do, despite what they do in the meantime. And that was Lord Elgin's Marbles, Stephen Bluestone, The Laughing Monkeys of Gravity, 1995, Mercer University Press. If you enjoyed this reading and this poem, please do check out the description of the video, where you'll find a bio for the author, Stephen Bluestone, information about where to purchase a copy of this book, and I'll do my best to see if I can find either a link back to the press, or I don't know. This might be one that you can only find on ABE Books. It's going to be a little tricky. And then also more information about other projects and series I'm working on. So if you want to support this channel, please do consider liking the video with a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel so you can be notified every time there's a new video, or commenting below and just sharing what you think about these videos. If there are poets or poems you'd like me to read or encounter in this series, please let me know there as well. And you can also share these as links on social media and help others discover these poems and these poets. I think a lot of times I'm celebrating well-known poets or maybe poets I know personally, but I think it's sorry. I think it's also important and valuable to celebrate the poets that we don't know, that we encounter almost accidentally. And occasionally there's something in their language, something in their imagination that captures us and pulls us in. And that's perfectly fine. In fact, I think it's wonderful when we find a poet that we don't know and a poem that we don't know, and we're intrigued by it, pulled in by it, maybe even moved by it. So yeah, here's to the work of writing, and here's to each of you who are reading, encountering poetry and literature, and here's to the wide and gigantic conversation that we're all a part of as we create art, as we imagine, and as we share our imagination with others. I'm thankful for all of you, both you that are new subscribers, as well as those of you who've been around from the beginning. Thank you for supporting this channel, and thank you for all that you do in the creative world to share your vision and your imagination, and to help cultivate and strengthen and support those who are doing the same. It is a large conversation, one that keeps going on, one that goes down many different paths, and there's room for all of us. So let's keep doing that. Until next time, I'm Neil Aitken. This is the Hermit Poetry Series, and I wish you all the very best during this holiday season and this winter season. Stay warm, stay well fed, and keep reading, keep writing, keep finding ways to create and imagine, to engage the world, and connect one with another, whether it's through art, literature, or music. That gift of imagination is what ties us together. So thank you. And thank you for your gifts of empathy and imagination and joy. Because I do believe there's joy in what we're doing, even if the path that we take is thorny, complicated to get there. So we'll be back again soon with more poetry every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Till then, all the best. See you soon. Bye.